Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos. Welcome back to the Markcoos Mafia episode number 40, and let's get into this episode. Now you can see the episode is just over 20 minutes long, and you want to know why? Well, the last episode wasn't really an episode, only one game actually was finished, and the other two were me getting disconnected. But as you can see, if my team getting disconnected twice in a row, the team is absolutely dire in terms of stamina. So it is going to be a bit difficult, but in the first match you face a guy who has Cavani and Van der Merch up front, and as you can see in the first minutes of the match he tries to ping it forward and Bergard gets to it. But in the second, well, basically the third minute of the match, he ends up actually pinging it through again. Van der Merch can't get it off Bergard. Bergard does there's a little bit of triangular passing here. It's absolutely awesome passing move. Look at that. 1-2 to Kieran Clark. Clark back to Bergard. Bergard up to Mulgrew, and Mulgrew back to Kieran Clark. And I actually get something from this, because Kieran Clark plays it into Negredo, Negredo plays it through to Stuart Downing, who's still playing for me because he's an absolute beast. Stuart Downing comes inside, passes it back to Negredo, Negredo has a shot from quite far out. And because he has Iva Gasek, one of the default goalkeepers, I can just pop it past him, like that. But as you see in the 19th minute here, that's a really poor ball, poor defending really, but Negredo eventually actually gets through, hits it so hard the keeper just can't get anywhere near it, and it's 2-0. And in the 25th minute, okay, this is possibly, I think, the harshest yellow card I've ever... No, it's not really. I mean, he's about to take the shot, take him out of Housawi, get a yellow card, and he ends up actually missing the penalty with Hamzik, I believe, and he passes it back to Cavani, and Cavani just pops him back to net. But then, in the 39th minute, roughly the 40th one, Mariap is running on the right-hand side, he comes inside, Insigne gets it, okay, Housawi gets it, and then the referee actually gives a second yellow card for that. That is ridiculous. So I was like, right, Huntler came off, I moved Kieran Clark out to right back, moved Mulgrew to left back, and I just played one up top by himself. Played Big Negredo up top by himself with no need of needing any sort of attacking emphasis because of the fact that I was already leading 2-1. And I'm got pretty good at defending in this game, to be fair. So that was like really the only thing which would keep me like being solid at the back. So basically 45th minute came, and literally this game, it wasn't easy, but it was easier than I expected. As you see, he's had 3 shots, 3 on target. I've had 6 shots, 4 on target. Look at his pass completion percentage, 68%. Man, if people don't pass it properly, they're not going to be able to get through my defence. What the hell? So half-time he made a change as well. He brought in Impella for Van der Merch. But basically from kickoff here, I have the ball of Zemayili. Zemayili plays it through to Charlie Mulgrew. Mulgrew just tries to take it round, can't take it round. Eventually, Zemayili gets the ball on this left-hand side. I end up actually crossing it into the lone Negredo in the box. And look what happens, he actually scores a header for me. What the hell? I don't score headers. But yes, I score a header, and in the 57th minute of the match, passes it through to Cavani, okay, and this is ridiculous. Tries to round me, can't round me, Churchy makes a great save, he tries to chip me, Mariappa heads it off the line, and then from this I actually clear it, and I think I get a shot away at the end of this. Quite surprisingly, really. I think I get a goal. Because Zemayili here on the ball ran it from the edge of the box, and he eventually gets it through to Chris Brunt, who I think I probably brought on, and look at that for a finish right into the top corner from Chris Brunt. I'm just like poning. But in the 72nd minute here, he gets the ball with Volheimen, and he ends up popping it into the bottom of the net. And in the 85th minute here, he has the ball with Hamzik, it's just a shocking ball through to Cavani, and I'm thinking, alright, Churchy pick it up, what does he do? He fumbles it, and it goes it for a corner kick, which doesn't actually come to anything. I clear the ball, and referee blows for full time, 4-2, absolutely poning. He had 13 shots, 8 on target, I had 11 for 7, but you have to remember, I did have a man down from roughly the 40th minute of the match, so I played 50 minutes with 10 men. But as you can see, his pass completion percentage actually went down from half time. Half time it was 68, full time 65. That's absolutely shocking. I mean, look at my pass completion, 80% with 10 men. If that's not good, I don't know what isn't. As you see, 4 assists, 4 goals, 2 goals for him, 1 assist, and he did miss a penalty, so absolutely dire. He had only 4 shots. I mean, like, I can't be bothered playing these people when every single person does the same thing, but when I can beat them, I just love it so much. But as you see, Alvaro Negredo actually get man of the match for a 7.5 rating, pretty beast. But as you see, I had 14.5 million to spend, and what do I do with it? I go out and buy Leighton Baines because he's so goddamn beast. But it leaves me with only 138,000 left. I've gone from being quite rich to being very broke very quickly. But yeah, the next match, the guy I faced against, he's playing 3 at the back. He has Higuain, Hulk, Ashley Young, Belhanda, Nasri, Yavi Martinez, Gustavo, Cahill, Perea, Andrioli, and Szczesny in goal. And he's got Eto'o, Sacco, Diamante, Hamsik, Moreles, and Michel Bastos on the bench. I don't know who Perea is. I think it's Nicola Pereja, who's a pretty poor player if I can remember correctly. But Baines gets his debut. He is actually going to be my captain for the remainder of probably the MLO really. So I just love Leighton Baines. I think he's not overrated. He's basically, I personally think he's underrated. I think he's probably one of the best left backs in the world, which is saying something. But yeah, this guy, he wasn't particularly difficult. I mean, in the 4th minute of the match, I think he actually ends up giving me the ball here. Yeah, he gives it straight to me. Valdivia through on goal. He's not really played that much for me, considering that I did swap to 2 up front, and then I swapped back to 1 up front. So he would, of course, play an attacking midfielder. But in the 13th minute of the game, he gets the ball through to Higuain. And Higuain, as you know from a Master League, he will score when he's through on goal. But in the 26th minute here, I hit on the ball with Cersei to Valdivia. Valdivia doesn't even hit it through, eventually hits it through to Perotti, and look at that for a finish from Diego Perotti into the back of the net. But in the 40th minute here, he actually sweats it twice, and Hulk actually ends up hitting the post, and Higuain, great save from Churchy, and I'm like, yes, okay, let's do this. But from the corner kick, I think he takes control. No, he doesn't even take control. He just hits it into the box, pretty good ball in, and Goa can't get to it, and for some reason Cersei decides just to volley it into the back of the net. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But in the last minutes of the match, not last minutes of the first half, sorry, a little bit of composure from me when I have taken control of Churchy, and the half-time whistle blows 2-2, and I was like, not bad. I mean, it could have been worse. I could have been absolutely being destroyed, but no, 2 shots, 2 on target, 4 shots, 2 on target for him. His pass completion 78%, that's reasonable. Anything above 7, basically anything above 70 is pretty good. But in the, in the 46th minute here, Churchy gets the ball here, and I think I end up scoring from this if I can remember correctly. Negredo on the ball, and look at that for a brilliant through ball through to Cersei, and Cersei through on goal, and he ends up scoring a very, very, very nice finish into the bottom corner. And I was like, yes, okay, not bad. But in the 58th minute, from a corner kick, he ends up taking control. I think it's Gary Cahill, and ends up popping it into the back of the net, and I was like, right, fair enough. But coming to the 87th minute here, he actually brought on Samuel Eto'o with like a couple minutes remaining. He actually hits it just wide, and then from the goal kick, I actually end up scoring. Holy crap. I mean, look at this. Okay, Mariap on the ball to Baines. Baines into Perotti. Perotti back to, no, he doesn't even pass back to Baines. He passes it through to Ivanovic, who I actually brought on. Perotti through to Elm, and Elm, look at that for a finish from Rasmus Elm into the top corner. And this is absolutely hilarious. As you can see, he's on the ball 90 minutes. He actually gives it straight to Leighton Baines, and I was just like, manual, shoot it away, shot it away. The keeper makes a great save, and I'm like, okay, 90 minutes. Kicks it forward, and what happens? The whistle blows. It might be considered a scum tactic. Not really. I mean, 4-3, not that bad a result. But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, I had 7 shots, 4 on target. So basically, from the 4 shots I had on target, I actually scored 4 goals. Yeah, that's pretty shocking. But he had 9 shots, 3 on target. He had 70% pass completion, which is pretty beast. And Diego Perotti, man of the match, which is pretty good as well. But as you can see, I did bring on Joe Cole, and he was absolutely terrible. So I think, I'm not sure if it's after this game, I actually get rid of Joe Cole because he was absolutely crap. But as you can see in the next match, I go against a guy with a team strength of 800, which was actually 9 better than me. But he's playing Thorsten, Neymar, Pato, De Jong, Eriksson, Strootman, Jonathan de Guzman, Fabio, Vertonghen, Boateng, and Vermeer. So I was like, this could change everything. And what does he actually do? He actually ends up marking both, I think it's both Negredo and Huntelaar with 4 players each, which is ridiculous. But in the first couple of minutes of the match, he actually ends up scoring a penalty. I don't actually show the penalty being taken because it was a pretty crap penalty, really. But he did do a lot of the through balls, which really pissed me off. I don't show too many of them here. I mean, I just show you like the basics of the game. But as you see, Leighton Baines gets just shot away, and he just literally, look at this, okay? He gets the ball with Eto'o, plays it to Pato, and I'm like, alright, fair enough. And look at this, just pings it through. I'm like, can't do anything about that. And he literally just runs at my defence, and I was just like, alright. And so Church just decides just to go, I'll just let him sidestep me and pop it in the back of the net. So at halftime, he's winning 3-0. I've had 7 shots, 2 on target. He's had 7 shots, 6 on target. But he had bloody Aurelio Gomez in goal, and I don't know what it was, but for some ridiculous reason, Aurelio Gomez is so goddamn overpowered. I mean, I do score here with Huntelaar, but I didn't show you all the shots I had in the first half in terms of just how ridiculous it was. But in the sixth, basically from kickoff, he gets with Eto'o here, he just runs past me with Burgard. I'm not going to hack him, try and get past, he gets past Ngoa, he ends up popping him back in now. It's just like, Eto'o, so OP, I mean, it's not even that good, but I mean, look at that shot by Brunt. That should be a goal against any normal keeper, but because it's Aurelio Gomez, he just ends up scoring it. But in the last minutes of the match, not the last minutes of the match, in the 74th minute of the match, for some reason, Brunt decides, I wanted to ping it, he wouldn't ping it, and he ends up actually getting a red card here for hacking power from behind, and he ends up putting the penalty away with Alexandre Pato right into the bottom corner. I didn't actually think he would take it, thought he was going to hit it right in the middle. But again, in the 80th minute here, I'm through on goal, okay, basically, I get a shot away, and Aurelio Gomez just makes a save, like every single ball hit at him, just went straight into his hands. Ridiculous. As you see, 17 shots, 17, 10 on target, 1 goal. What's that telling me? And I'm crap at finishing, which I'm not, or the game's just trolling me. But as you can see, Big Joe Cole, absolutely terrible buy. He was a complete waste of money, so I get my 6 million back. Even though I only paid 4 million for him, I go out and buy Stephen Whittaker, who I think is a pretty beast player, and I actually got stuck in this right comment thing about 40 times. I edited it out like quite a lot, but yeah, I buy him, and Stephen Whittaker goes straight into the team for the fifth match of this episode. 1, 2, 3, 4th match of this episode, of the remaining 1, 2. Yeah, so there's 6 episodes, 6 matches. That's pretty beast. But as you see, we face a guy with a team strength, which is a lot less than mine, but he has Mario Gomez, Salman Kalou, Oscar, who plays for Chelsea, as well as some Pereira guy. I need to check who this Pereira guy is. I don't even know who the hell he even is. But in this match, absolutely easy. Not difficult at all. Big Stephen Whittaker, Leighton Baines. I mean, like, my team is starting to form a pretty beast team. But as you can see here, in the 34th minute, Perotti on the ball. Like, I was taking it quite slowly, and look at that forward finish, right into the top corner. And in the 41st minute, passes it straight to me when I'm Zemaili, hit up to Huntelaar. Huntelaar pings it back to Zemaili, and look at this for a little bit of first touch control. Great first touch, rounds the players, 2 players. Look at that first strike. And I think he had Leisenfeller in goal, or Leisenthal in goal, who's one of the default goalies as well. So it was a bit ridiculous for me to just take any shot from anywhere, and it would probably go in. But as you can see, I had 5 shots, 3 on target at half time. Not doing alright. And then in the 73rd minute here, he has the ball, I think it's with Kalou. He ends up running in against me and just pops into the bottom corner. But from kickoff, I was like, I'm not having any of this. Elm gets the ball, passes it out to Leighton Baines on the left-hand side, who pings it through a great ping through to Perotti. Perotti comes inside. I'm like, I'm not going to pass it. I'm just going to finesse it into the end, into the side netting, and a beast goal. But then this is the best goal I've ever scored with the Markcoos Mafia. Like, it's not flashy, it's nothing really that special, but I personally just think it's absolutely amazing. But as you can see, it's come to the last minutes of the match, and here Kieran Clarkson the ball, gave Leighton Baines a little bit of rest. Perotti comes inside, okay, and he just like gets a shot away, gets another shot away, and look at what Cersei does. Oh my god, oh, Jesus Christ, that was awesome. But as you can see, I had 14 shots, 7 for target, final score 4-1. He had a 66 pass completion percentage. That is ridiculous. And man of the match, Zemaili. Zemaili is so beast. Like, I love him so much. So I end up going out and buying Bonachelna as a backup for my centre back position, because Mariappa is only a 73 rated overall centre back. So I decided to change things a little bit. And then into the second last match of the episode, the 5th of the episode, and this was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, and I'll tell you why. But as you can see, my rating is 444, team strength 791, because of course I got rid of Joe Cole, that put it down, but Whittaker, that put it up, got rid of someone, no, I didn't get rid of anyone else, so I don't know why it should have went up more. But as you see, his team strength is 775, and I was like, nice. But as you see, look at his team. He's got Ricardo and Alderweireld at the back, and they're both pretty terrible centre-backs before. He got Fabio, Yangimbia, pace. Dudu, no pace at all. Royce, Willian, Lavezzi, Menez, Vandermarch. He literally has one centre midfielder, a left mid, a left wing, a right mid, a right wing, and a centre forward. And I was just like, look at his bench. 6 players on the bench. Is it 6? Yes. El Chirari can't play. Marcelo is alright. He ends up playing Torj instead of Will.i.am. And he plays Cavani, he has Cavani, Ekel Manga, and Moreno. It's just, mate, build your team up. I can understand, yes, you want to have the best players as quickly as possible, so you go out and just buy all this pace. But even if I had Lavezzi, I probably wouldn't even play him because I don't even like Lavezzi. I just can't use him properly. But yeah, that's really the only thing. It was just so ridiculous. But in the 4th minute of the match here, Churchy with it's an alright goal kick, and like it sort of is a bit ridiculous. I mean, Lavezzi here he just pings it straight through to Vandermark, and as you know, Vandermark's front goal, for some reason his shooting is just so OP. But as you can see, in the 12th minute of the match, Leighton Baines here with a chance to get a beast free kick. I end up actually hitting the wall, I think, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, I'll hit the wall. Baines gets a shot, we doesn't really get away. Downing gets a shot away, keeper makes a great save. Baines gets it before the keeper. I end up actually passing it back to Bergard, and look at that for a strike from the centre back. But in the 18th minute of the match here, Elm on the ball, I'm just slowly but taking my time. Zemaili makes possibly one of the best ones I've ever seen. Perotti should get to this, he should score. I take a touch for some reason and I end up getting a corner kick, which doesn't really come to anything. So at half time it's 1-0 and I'm like, he's had 3 shots, 1 on target, 64 pass completion. I've had 10 for 7. Ridiculous. I faced like another super goalkeeper. But in the 61st minute here, I bide my time. And Zemaili eventually gets it to Elm. Elm gets it back to Zemaili. Zemaili gets a shot away. Keeper makes a great save. Perotti just takes it inside. Look at that for a near post finish into the back of the net. But as you can see, okay, he's bringing on Cavani for Royce, and I was like, I'm having none of this. So I think I end up taking off Elm and bring in what's his name? Bonachelna for his debut. I play 5 at the back, and I was like, right, I'll try my best. But in the 82nd minute here, he pings it through to Vandermark. For some reason, Bergard decides to pass it backwards. I'm not really sure why. I'm like, Housawi, do your business, gets a red card, penalty to him, Lavezzi with the penalty, and look at that for a strike, and look at that for a save. But yes, and then from the corner kick, I end up heading out to Ivanovic, who I actually just literally brought on. He hits it up to Downing, and like Ivanovic, that's now 2 touches he's had, exactly 2, 3, and Ivanovic back to Downing, and Downing back to Ivanovic. And Ivanovic is an absolute beast when it comes to finishing, and look at that, the finesse, what a great finish. So final score 3-1 to me against quite a difficult team to be fair, but look at his pass completion, 58%. That's ridiculous. I mean, I had 15 shots, 10 on target, yes I deserve to win the game, but 58% pass completion, what do you do for your life? But as you see, Diego Perotti gets man of the match, and like I was like, Perotti is absolutely coming like an absolute beast for me. But as you can see, here's Chris Brunt. I'm not going to get rid of him. I'm getting rid of Stuart Downing. Downing, you've been an absolute beast. I would have a montage for you, but I'm deciding not to because it's just too hard for me to make montages now. But I also end up getting rid of Big Mariappa. He's been an absolute beast for me since the beginning. He's basically Mariappa and Downing, first couple buys. They deserve to be in a team of the year. But in the team of the MLO year. I ended up going out and buying Ederson for roughly 6 million, and he's just going to slot straight into the attacking midfield role, considering I don't actually have a proper good attacking midfielder. So he's going to slot into attacking midfield. I'm thinking about maybe by the end of this episode I actually have quite a lot of money because the next match is a special match, and it's so much money on the line. Not really, it's only 4 million. But the team strength against me is a 765, courtesy rating of a B, so it would suggest that he disconnects. Maybe not of his own fault. I've seen people disconnect by mistake. But as you can see, he's playing Gomi up front. He's got Agabon on the bench. He's got a pretty alright team. The likes of Thiago, Jonathan Dos Santos, Mangala, Savic, and in goal he's got Rafael Cabral. And it's like, alright, so I just made Bergard basically Mark Gomi, and it ends up actually coming on being Agbonlahor. But from kickoff, I was like, alright, I'll just take my time, because it's a special match. I don't want to just like allow him to just kick himself off as quickly as possible and make me lose less money, make me get less money. So I was like, from kickoff, I was just going to take my time. Perotti eventually gets it to Ederson, and look at this, for a little bit of strength, he ends up eventually getting it through to Cersei. Cersei just rounds past, I think it's Mangala, and look at that for a finisher with his weaker foot, with his 4 weak foot accuracy. And I was like, not bad. But in the 21st minute here, Whittaker on the ball, he's coming forward, he rounds the player, he tries to get the shot, we can't get away. Eventually Cersei gets the shot when it goes just wide of the post. So basically, at half time, you'll see the stats are absolutely ridiculous. I could have shown you all the highlights, but I decided not to. At half time, it's only 1-0. I've had 11 shots, 5 on target. He's had 0. And his pass completion is 60%. If you can't keep possession of the ball, I don't see you're going to have any chance of trying to actually beat me. But as you can see, look at that for a pass through to Negredo, and Negredo with a weaker foot strike, absolute beast into the bottom corner. And then in the second half, I basically just brought it out and absolutely dominated like hell. Because I mean, here's Ederson, look at that for a first touch, and look at that for a strike into the top corner. So I was like, not bad at all. So in the 65th minute, he has a little okay passing move before eventually he gets it and just, he tries to get it through. Palombo should really clear it properly. I don't remember if I do clear it properly or if I actually score from this. I can't even remember. Yeah, I do score from this, sorry. Yeah, Negredo here, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Finesse like a beast. So basically from that, he just literally kicked off, and I was like, I'll try my best. And he actually passes it like a couple, it's actually an alright passing move. I mean, he tries to ping it through, it doesn't really work. He eventually gets it up to, I think it's, I'm not really sure who it is, gets it through to Agbolmahor, and Agbolmahor pings it past the keeper. But I mean, it was a pretty good passing move, to be fair, for a person whose team was a lot less than mine. So final score 4-1. Look at the pass completion. He got up from 60%, which is alright. He had 4 shots, 3 on target in the second half. I had 18 for 10. Oh, as my final thing, I'm not really sure how many I actually had in the second half. And Ederson, on his debut, is man of the match. That is pretty beast. So yes, as you can see, squad list, got a pretty beast squad now. And really, the only place which needs improving is with my centre back, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Negredo I might get rid of. He's not actually done that good for me, but yeah. So that's really about it. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.